What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, PROA TV. And in this video, I wanna know your thoughts or how you guys feel. Let's say you're walking around with a G5, right? Or yeah, an LG G5 or HTC One M9 or an M10 or whatever it is, a Galaxy S6 or an LG G4 or something like that. And we're in the year where the G6 came out, the Note 8 came out. We had two HTC phones this year. So as a consumer, when should you upgrade, right? We have a lot of people out here, a lot of all these providers have different deals. So you have like T-Mobile that you can upgrade. They have upgrades or plans where you can upgrade just about any time of the year, or pay half of the phone off and you can upgrade. That takes you about a year to pay off. So it's not the 2-year anymore. A lot of people might still be stuck in that 2-year contract before you can upgrade. But is it worth waiting that long? Or a lot of people are on budgets and they can't afford it. So if that's the case, and you're coming up for an upgrade, and a lot of consumers don't know that Apple always releases their phones the same time of year, around the same time, September, October. Samsung releases the S line, in the spring, and then releases the Note series late summer. You know what I mean? HTC's been doing different things. It was the Desire line, the M line, and that was pretty much it. And then all of a sudden they come out with the U line. So every year these OEMs release that line that you carry or that line that you want the same time of year, roughly. Google drops, used to drop the Nexus around this time. Now it's dropping the Pixel. The new LG V30 is coming out soon. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to get at. So if you are stuck in a phone that you're just tired of, it's 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever, and we're coming up to a time where all these phones are getting released, should you get that latest and greatest, or do you think a phone like the U Ultra is gonna suffice, or the V30, or the V20? Do you think these phones like the V20, do you think that's worth where we're going right now? The V30 is about to come out, and is it worth waiting for the V30? Are you in a budget? Because every year when the new, let's say the V line, every year when the new V line is gonna drop, the V20 is gonna go on sale. You can find almost a brand new V20 for $300 online. Craigslist, XYZ, wherever. Amazon, you can probably find them for cheap. Same thing they're doing with the HTC U Ultra. Granted, it didn't sell, and that's why they're doing it. And the reason why I'm pulling these two out is because V20 came out with this idea, or the V10, I guess, and then dropped the V20. Amazing cameras, it's a great idea. I think it was just it was carried out wrong. The HTC U Ultra wants to come out and copy their idea with their little twist. I think HTC just completely got lost somewhere around the process with that Desire and the M line. So if you're carrying around a G4 or G3 and you want something different, do you think a V20 is good enough of a jump right now when the V30 is about to come up? The G6 is already out. I want to see, what consumers think. In my opinion, great device. If you use your phone just to call, text, social media, YouTube, emails, you don't really use it for anything, then these are great options. If you want something fast, if you want something reliable, something with a great camera, excuse me, a great camera, even though all these phones that are getting released now have amazing cameras, The G6, amazing camera. The U11, amazing camera. The S line, the S line, the U Ultra, amazing camera. The Note 8, amazing camera. V30, I can go on and on. The camera game has changed. Before, you used to have to buy a camera. Nowadays, that's one of the main features that consumers want. I want a good camera. You know? The iPhone doesn't have the best camera. For people that are on budgets and they just see all these commercials, Apple can afford to advertise that way. Amazing cameras. You know what I mean? And that we're in the era of social media where everybody has to take a picture. You know? And if you're coming from an old device, jumping into late 2017, going on to 2018, and you're on a budget, and they drop the price for the V20, I would recommend it. Completely 100% recommend it. If you can afford, or if you have PayPal, or if you can do payments or whatever on the U Ultra, it's $450 right now. I totally recommend these phones, despite where we're heading at, especially if you're on a budget and you can't afford, you know, $920, $930. You know, the biggest difference, obviously, in a Note phone is always the S Pen. Do you need the S Pen? You know, the S8 and the S8 Plus are on sale right now. They're doing great. They're going on sale. I would grab something like that up. The next S line won't be till the spring. So if you're waiting for the latest and greatest and you want something big, then go for it. Wait for the V30, buy that. Wait for the Pixel, buy that. Get the new iPhone, get the new Note 8. But if you're on a budget, there's a lot of good phones coming out that are super cheap. There's a lot of good phones from last year that are getting price dropped that are amazing still. Like I said, for example, the V20 has great cameras, great battery, cool features, you know, the whole secondary screen. There are options out there for you guys that are on a budget that want something great. If you want something big, if you want something small, there's budgets for everybody out there right now. And it's coming to the point where a lot of people don't need that $900 phone, that $1,000 phone, because this $300, $400 phone from last year that was $800, now it's a half price, it's still competing with it. You know what I'm saying? The people out there that are on the iPhone 6 or 6S, if you're on that and you want to jump to the iPhone 8, by all means do that. That's a good jump. That's a good upgrade. But if you're on the 7 and you want to go to the 8, it's just a minor enhancement. You know what I mean? If you're going from the Note 7, which everybody knows what happened with that, then you're going to the Note 8, great jump. If you're going from the Note 5 to the Note 8, I still think it's a great jump because you're just getting better cameras. You know what I mean? You're getting newer software, newer processor. But if you're coming from a cheap phone already and you're coming up to an upgrade or you want something better and the new V30 is going to drop, but you don't have the money for it, get you a V20. These phones are getting better and better every year, and obviously their lifespan is every 6 months there's something new. There's always something new every 6 months. So is this phone, the U Ultra, going to be obsolete? I don't know. It's got amazing cameras. Everybody that reviewed it said the camera is the selling point to this phone. But everybody said the same thing. It's not $750 worth. Because it wasn't. You're on an A21 processor when the A35 is out. You know, you have good amount of RAM, amazing camera, but it was just priced wrong because of the direction that HTC is going. I feel like they went into some kind of panic mode and released this phone that's overpriced. Wait until it dropped. That's when I got it. It dropped perfect to where I thought it was worth. Used it. I loved it. But now it's time for, I have the U Ultra. I'm recording with the U Ultra. U Ultra is another phone that's amazing with the cameras. Like I said, if you got a G5 and you don't know if you want to jump to the G6, or if you want something bigger, if you want something... A lot of people like this blocky, design. they don't like how the G6 is the same size as this. I think it's a little bit bigger actually, but it's in a smaller footprint. And even with the Note 8, you know, you don't even, when you hold it in your hand, you don't even really feel the size of it, how big it is. It's a big phone, but you don't really feel it because they're not blocky like they used to be. The screens, all those bezels that you see, phones are going into that direction. Does that mean you have to jump for it? I don't think so. I think there's still great options out there if you're on a budget. The OnePlus has always been a good option for me and for a lot of people. So if you're on a budget, you're on an old phone, not sure what to get, and the V20, all these lines that are about to drop, I think there's certain lines that are doing a great job, and they're getting a longer lifespan than usual. So if you jump on a V20, is it going to be good for another year or two? Absolutely, I think so. It might slow down in a year, and by then maybe you can trade it in, or maybe you can sell it or whatever, and get a G6, for example. Why not? You know. Anyways, if you guys are on a budget and you guys are looking for good phones, you don't have to look too far. A lot of these phones are really amazing, and you don't have to spend $900 for a phone that you're probably not even going to use the stylus. I use the stylus every day, believe it or not. So if you're on a budget, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good device. So if you're in the market for a good device, hit me up. I've known to like know what people want, what they're looking for, and what to choose for them. Not everybody needs a Note. Not everybody needs a V30. Not everybody needs something like that. These phones are amazing. The G6 is like $400 right now, and it came out this year. So just keep that in mind. If you're on a budget, you're looking for a good device, these are still good options. Don't sell yourself short. Great cameras, great battery, great function, great features, still pretty fast. So stay tuned for my next video. I'm excited to do Note 8 review. Very happy with that phone. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. Critiques, take them all day. Need more help. I'm a new YouTuber, so help me out, guys. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.